Hello, welcome to maths video, class 6th. Revision is going on, exercise 1A. Okay, so yesterday we had discussed few questions here. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. It is formation of numbers, greatest number and smallest numbers. Okay, so I hope there will be no problem. So directly I'll be jumping on question number 17. How many 4-digit numbers are there between 999 and 3000? 99 and 3000, because 4-digit is common. Then again 4-digit number between 500 and 3000. So I'll give you a common answer. And this I think twice or thrice I have explained it. But since this is an important type of question, you should know it, okay? So same type I have given 4-digit numbers. Find out 4-digit numbers between 999 and 3000, 99 and 3000, 500 and 3000, 700 and 3000. You can put 900 and 3000, 400 and 3000, 1 and 3000, 200 and 3000, anything. See, answer will not change, solution will not change until these numbers change. Always remember. Okay? Because 4-digit number will always start with 1000 only. See, when you start counting from 1, you get 100, you get 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Then you get 999, and after 999 you get 1000. See, up to now there were 3-digit, 1, 2, 3-digit numbers. But after this 999, you get first 4-digit number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1000. 1000 is the first 4-digit number, smallest 4-digit number. So 4-digit number starts with 1000. So from 1000, and you have to find the number of 4-digit numbers, means how many 4-digit numbers are present in between 999 and 3000. So for that, answer will be 3000 minus 1000, and your answer will be 2000. Okay, so the solution is for all. This you will get on same thing for this, and you can write 800, 900, 400, 500, 600, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to write, and 3000. You will get same 2000 as answer, because 1000 starts only with 1000, that is after 999. Okay, if this changes, then suppose instead of 3000, if I write 4000, so what will happen? 4-digit number you have to find out, number of 4-digit numbers. So 4000 minus 1000. So you will get here 3000. Unless this changes, the solution will not change. Okay, means if this changes, then only this solution will change. If this changes, no issues. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Right? So next we'll see so I think this you can deal it very easily. You can refer previous videos also. So let's see exercise, next exercise, of which I have given, and please don't forget to solve solved example. Okay, they are very good for practice, and those who don't have textbook, please contact me. I have given my phone number, WhatsApp number 7798513091. So if you don't have textbook, please contact me and take screenshots from me of the textbook. Okay, but don't skip studies. And Tanishka, I hope you have started studying. Okay, so exercise 1B you are seeing. You can see exercise 1B. Population of a city is given, and in 2014 it is given, and 2015 it was found that it increased by 68,438. What was the population of the city at the end of 2015? So this we have solved before also. Since 2000 population was this, and 15 it increased by this, means it was already this, so this plus this. Okay, so what was the population of the city at the end of the year 2015? You have to just do addition. Okay, apply little logic and you have to do addition here. Then A is given, B is given, which is greater? Now you know it very well. And by how much? Whenever by how many marks it was more, by how much it was more, who scored more, who got more, For this you have to always subtract. Okay. A small and thin notebook has 56 pages. How many total number of pages will 5,326 such notebooks have? So for one it is given 56. A small notebook has 56 pages. So there are around 5,326 such notebooks. So for one, if it is 56 pages, so for 5,326, how many pages? So where for one given, for many you have to do multiplication. Alright, so you have to multiply this and get the answer. Now next, the number of sheets of paper available for making notebook is 75,000. Okay, this question is already explained here. So you can go through it. It is clearly explained here. Okay. Addition, no need to explain. A cricket player has so far scored this many runs. He wished to score these many runs. How many more runs does he need? See, this you know very well. I know everyone is fan of Dhoni, Mr. Dhoni, Mr. Virat. Okay. So you know it very well. More than me, you will be able to solve this. I think so. Before also we have solved. See that numbers may change. Okay. So in an election, two candidates A and B are the only contestant. If candidate A scored these many votes and candidate B scored these many votes, how much margin did A win or lose the election? Okay. So by how much, when how much comes, how much margin did A win or lose means you have to subtract and see. Who has scored more, you can understand by how much you have to subtract. So find the difference between the largest and the smallest number that can be written using the digits given without repeating any digit. So largest descending order, smallest ascending order, keeping in mind that 0 will always, if 0 is not there here, okay, so then there is no issues. Then it is very easy. For largest descending, for smallest ascending order you have to follow. So the largest number will be here 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 and the smallest number will be 1, 2, 3, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. And you have to find the difference. So in exam, if difference comes, find difference. If subtraction comes, if sum comes, find out sum. Sum means addition, difference means subtraction and product means multiplication. Next, a machine manufactures these many screws every day. How many screws will it manufacture in the month of April? So in one day it manufactures these many screws. Number is given 5,782. So in the month of April, how many screws will be manufactured? So month of April is asked. So I may ask June, I may ask August, I may ask September, I may ask January. Okay, so you should know in January how many days are there. So in April how many days are there? Multiplied by 5,782 will give you screws manufactured in that month. Okay. A man had rupee 1,57,184 with him. He placed an order for purchasing 80 articles at rupees 125 each. How much money will remain with him after purchase? See, when you go for shopping, you have certain amounts. Suppose you are small kids, so you will not have more than 100 or 200. Okay. Suppose you have gone with 100 and you have purchased certain articles. Okay. So after giving money for those articles, you will have something remaining, right? So that only you have to find out here. So you, instead of this much lakhs, you had 100 rupees. You have purchased certain articles and you have paid certain articles, and how much amount is left after that, that you have to find out. Okay. So first what you will do? First you will multiply 80 with 125 rupees because you have purchased 80 articles with each with 125 rupees. So 80 multiplied by 125 will give the total amount for 80 articles. So this minus that total amount of 80 articles will give you the remaining money. Okay. So for today, I think this is all right. So go through it, read the textbook, solve the solved examples, resolve what we have done before, and I hope you will rock in your exams. Take care. Thank you so much.